He weighed over 160 kilograms. He looked like a joke. But when he stepped into the ring, the laughter stopped after the first punch. Lightning fast, explosive, and just unstoppable. They called him the king of 4-round fights, and every bout was like a movie. These are the best fights and knockouts of Eric Esch, the guy who became a star against all the rules of boxing.
Crowd goes nuts.
After Eric Esch exploded onto the Toughman contest scene and became a hero to the people, he confidently paved his way into professional boxing. His style was simple: move forward, never step back, and hit until the opponent drops. In the fight against Doug Norris, Butterbean wasted no time.
He won several regional tournaments and got to the...
He stormed into the center of the ring and immediately started throwing heavy combinations, setting a furious pace from the opening bell.
The Butterbean, the nickname, and going all over the place, very people lost.
The first round saw some wild exchanges, with Norris trying to hold his ground and fight back. He showed heart, but it was clear he was struggling to handle Butterbean's power. In the second round, Esch took full control. After backing Norris into a corner, he unleashed a brutal sequence of punches that ended with a devastating shot, sending Norris into a deep knockout. Next up, Paul Springer. He tried to keep his distance, move, but Esch's weight and aggression made the difference. In every round, Butterbean closed the distance until he finally caught his prey. Another knockout.
The legend of the Bean continues. The winner by knockout victory, still undefeated, Eric Butterbean.
The fight between Eric Esch and Louis Monaco took place in December 1995 and ended with one of the fastest and most impressive knockouts of Butterbean's career. Right after the...
So there's the right...
With Joe Wiggins, the classic Esch style returned.
It's often the way it is.
The way hero status. If he fought his entire career...
From the opening bell, Butterbean took control. As usual, applying heavy pressure with his trademark forward movement and powerful body shots.
Waging the perfect battle.
Against the Bean. He ran the 400 meters and the 400 meters in England.
Wading in.
And got hit with another nice right hand. Difficult. We've seen this before.
Wiggins tried to stay mobile and box from a distance, but by the end of the first 2 rounds, he was already taking serious punishment from Butterbean's right hand.
Leverage and made the most of his weight.
Trying to push your head. Now he's not jabbing too much. There's a right hand that gets in.
That shot.
And in truth, the competition he's fighting, he is not facing... Well, now he's in Butterbean's ballpark, though, isn't he?
Yeah, and the uppercut is there.
Wiggins is the other guy.
Oh, here.
Nice right hand. Butterbean mugs.
By the third round, it was clear that Wiggins was running out of gas under the relentless pressure. His defense started to break down, and Butterbean kept hammering the body and head with clean, powerful shots.
One KO on Butterbean, who's 16 and... That right hurt Wiggins. He's in trouble.
In the fourth round, after another brutal flurry, the referee stepped in and stopped the fight.
Sometimes they gamble. Wiggins did, and he's in trouble.
Come in here and, in our view, beat...
The fight between Eric Esch and Jonathan Whitfield was another display of Esch's power.
Touch him up. Back to your opponent.
6 of his 7 fights, but...
And despite Whitfield's efforts, he couldn't maintain his endurance against such a powerful opponent. From the very beginning of the fight, Esch showcased his aggressive fighting style.
Butterbean and Ed, you were talking about Butterbean trying to get that jab out right to the score. But you're starting to see now a little more of the pace.
Yeah, but you know, it's amazing because everybody goes in there speed, Butterbean.
And who knows now, maybe those last few fights starts developing more.
In the third round, Whitfield was knocked down 3 times after powerful punches from Esch. He tried to recover, but each time his position became more vulnerable.
Hey, you want to be famous?
Just walk right through those punches of Whitfield.
Nothing for Butterbean to get too concerned about, but he has.
They're saying he's tired now. He's tired now, you can score.
He has had a busy week. He fought Well, we're coming down to the conclusion of third. Good.
Esch was precise with his strikes and used his physical strength to continue dominating. In the fourth round, despite his toughness, Whitfield found himself in danger once again. In this round, he was sent over the ropes after a barrage of powerful punches from Esch, marking the second time Whitfield was literally sent out of the ring.
Whitfield is helped up, and that is it.
The next fight, against Sean Jagans, followed the same script, but with an even more dramatic finish. Jagans was bigger than the previous opponent and looked confident at the start.
Jagan, although he's had 8 fights all this year, this is his 9th professional bout this year, in some trouble. This round obviously seeming very long.
A series of heavy hooks literally knocked the air out of Jagans, and soon he was on the canvas.
Butterbean in, good right hand, left hand, down goes Jagan, hits his head hard.
The crowd exploded. This was classic Butterbean. Quick, brutal, and effective.
By Butterbean, all those punches landed. Look at the right hand, look at again the left-right combination, down with.
The fight between Eric Esch and Kurt Allen was a one-sided affair that showcased Esch's overwhelming power and aggressive style.
He does have heavy hands. Like George Foreman, he got beat. His only loss in New York, he got taken up. He's going down.
From the very beginning of the fight, Esch dominated, using his massive size and strength to push Allen around the ring.
Maybe not quite as badly as a B. Well, there's another down, a 1 round for Kurt Allen.
Esch relentlessly chased Allen from corner to corner, landing powerful punches that left Allen struggling to stay on his feet.
Is operating at Western Union speed anyway.
His movement became sluggish as Esch continued to apply pressure, forcing Allen into a defensive shell. By the third round, Allen was clearly outmatched, unable to mount any effective offense.
Allen remembering the jab when he moves backward. Allen has thrown 100 punches. Kurt Allen landed a right hand.
In the third round, Esch pinned Allen against the ropes and unleashed a flurry of punches that left his opponent unable to defend himself.
Leg uppercut, countering Butterbean as Butterbean looks for opportunities to throw that big right hand. Allen not throwing back anymore as he leans over the rope.
The fight was a clear demonstration of Esch's power and dominance in the ring. The fight between Eric Esch and Ed White for the IBA Super Heavyweight title was another dominant performance. The fight between Butterbean and Billy Eaton was a brutal display of Esch's knockout power.
And indeed, Butterbean says he will go at him, but this time a lot more cautiously. And clean punches already. Eaton did. He says in no way.
From the start, it was clear that Esch was the dominant force in the ring.
92 to 78 punches.
Pound plus weight difference here.
But what I see now is that Eaton's being Butterbean missed because he knows that Butterbean.
Like Bean is trying to employ some boxing technique, is not a stylist, a brawler indeed. Action in this ring. People in Kidder, Missouri.
To prepare for Butterbean, I think so.
It's going to be. That's for sure. The size of this ring favoring Cowboy, Billy.
2 punches landed from Eaton, connected 23 of
there and setting.
In the second round, Esch landed a powerful shot that sent Billy Eaton to the canvas for the first time.
Well, Bean, in my opinion, Eaton was out to be in pretty doggone good shape as well.
Eaton struggled to recover, but Esch wasn't about to give him any space to breathe.
Oh, so is the Bean. Eaton tried to smile it off. Because outside of the knockdown, I think he looked
round, but he did score the knockdown from Bean, so I did Butterbean 33 punches to Butterbean.
He wouldn't give him a 2-point round. Look how around Eaton is about the business of working. Well, Eaton said.
By the third round, the fight had turned into a one-sided affair. Esch continued to land crushing blows, and Eaton was knocked down twice more during the round.
Then in with a new nutritionist, and Eaton went over.
Esch launched a final series of punches that sealed the deal, knocking Eaton out and securing a KO victory in the third round.
Very impressive. All for it's a fake. Butterbean is a good finisher once he gets you.
When Eric Esch met Kevin Talon, Everything followed the traditional script. A huge physical strength difference and Butterbean's aggression.
This is his second fight this week. He won a one-round KO. That's where the most cameras are. They'll mix it up with you.
From the first seconds, Eric imposed his style, giving Talon no breathing room.
Butterbean come from. You look at his chins and he was over the weight. Talon is a guy who had a...
Kevin tried to move, keep his distance, but Butterbean closed it with every step.
Not real good. Was more than willing to mix him against Talon. Butterbean in real the end of round number one. Butterbean in control. Hand scoring with a left and a right as 10.
In the second round, the pressure from Esch continued, and Talon was knocked down towards the end of the round.
Piece. And Butterbean comfortably in control in the overmatched Talon. Yeah,
The third round saw Esch finish what he started. After landing a few more powerful blows, Esch knocked Talon down again, this time for good. The referee stopped the fight, awarding Esch a TKO victory in the third round.
He's a bigger guy, he's a big, strong, different philosophy, it's a whole different sport. And the way Talon gets a wide. So a lot of times Talon doesn't make Butterbean's in front of him to nail him a little bit, like Funmaker, and it's just missed. The right hand over top really did
The fight with Peter McNeely was the moment when Esch once again faced a more well-known opponent.
With your medical background, is this too risky for him to be fighting under these circumstances?
McNeely was already familiar to viewers as Tyson's opponent, and many were curious to see how he would perform against Butterbean. But Butterbean proved once again that his lightning-fast attacks and punching power could break any resilience. From the start, Eric used his aggression, throwing punches as if in training. McNeely couldn't cope with this pressure. This fight once again showed Eric wasn't just a loud name, he was a real threat to anyone in the ring. The fight with Kenny Craven was one of the toughest of Esch's career.
At that official laminate, I've got to move and stick my jab. One man who beat.
The conflict started even at the weigh-in. In the ring, it was a true war. But Esch showed who was in charge.
We can beat you to the shot. Not anybody who outweighed him by 110 chances assigning their biggest assurance on himself. The last 12 days eating ice cream to try to get heavier. There's not behind the ribs.
Oh, he goes to the side with a good left hook out of work.
Ken Craven's friends and family are saying, stop you.
Lindberger was a guy with good physical conditioning, but he became just another victim of Butterbean's power.
Ultimately, of course, he's fighting.
He's out.
I have that first punch. Well, the second
jab
punch.
on him, there's that right to the body and the left hook and let it flush.
Damage if he continued against Butterbean tonight.
There it is again. No legs underneath.
In the fight against Bill Johnson, Eric Esch came in with even more determination and aggression.
Fine. The smaller guys can beat bigger guys.
From the opening bell, Butterbean set the tone, pressing forward and throwing heavy punches. By the end of the first round, Butterbean landed a crushing shot that sent Johnson to the canvas. Though he managed to get back on his feet and beat the count, the damage was already showing. In the second round, Butterbean wasted no time. He launched another barrage of punches, and once again, Johnson went down.
Johnson had ideas of finding a soft spot, and he changed his mind. Now that's,
The knockout was clean and decisive, giving Butterbean a KO victory in the second round.
One to the ribs, and then look at that.
The fight against Kerry Biles was yet another ruthless display in Eric Esch's knockout streak.
Surpass that figure all by himself.
From the opening seconds of the first round, Butterbean overwhelmed Biles with explosive pressure. A few powerful shots were enough to shake Biles and throw him off rhythm.
Biles kind of looks around to being is normally just a bit more conditioned than he looks tonight. It's been nice when he was really in better shape, believe me.
Despite his attempts to fight back, he simply couldn't handle the intensity of Esch's attacks.
He had a good left jab, but he stopped jabbing.
Devotion to his boxing, but he wobbles Biles with the left hook, and winning the round may not be good enough.
Butterbean's losing that temper.
Try to grab his arms. Biles is within 1 year of Eric in age.
In the second round, Butterbean continued the assault. After relentless pressure, he landed a brutal punch that sent Biles crashing to the canvas.
Butterbean know he can do. Tremendous shots by Biles. I'll tell you what, I can tell.
The knockout was emphatic, leaving no doubt about the outcome.
Right on the ear.
Yep.
Marcus Rode was a good boxer with solid punches, but against Eric, it didn't help.
Like most of the fans of the world, yes. His wins are over people who know he's underrated.
Despite his resilience, Rode couldn't survive under Butterbean's pressure.
He doesn't look like him and feel like him. He can go out there and fight with Butterbean. Throw that left hook into the body like that.
One of the top fighters, or is he destined to just be?
10 rounds to him is out of the question.
Never gone more than. Going into the last break, I was going to. Butterbean has power. He's got a lot of knockouts. A big, strong. So you gave the first round to Rome. Tommy Morrison knocked him out. Big Joe hit. Remember him? He knocked him out. Butterbean needs room to throw. If you're in close, you really can't. Rome's not exactly a ballerina in there, though.
Losing, lost 2 rounds.
Eric landed several powerful punches, and despite Rhodes' attempts to defend himself, he ended up on the canvas after a blow that came with inhuman force.
Right hand, right down. He'd be a lot quicker and he could be effective. He might be able to sideshow.
Big ripping shots by Butterbean. Going to get up on his feet, and then it's over. In the third round, it was the body shots. He had hit him a combine. Butterbean landed only 16 punches.
Rodney Phillips came into the fight looking ready for a war.
He gets in there and just starts throwing bombs. And I'll tell you something.
And the first round proved to be a brutal test. Butterbean came forward with his signature aggression, throwing heavy punches, while Phillips did everything he could just to survive the round.
There's a lot of body there to hit by He's winning so far.
But it was clear that Phillips had underestimated the raw power of Eric Esch. Finally, near the end of round 2, Esch landed a crushing shot to the head that sent Phillips crashing to the canvas.
You can see the two.
The referee stepped in and waved it off. A knockout victory for Butterbean.
See ya. Crack again.
The final fight of this trio, against Joe Siciliano. Joe tried to evade the attacks, but his defense was too weak. Siciliano attempted to counterattack, but Butterbean was too strong. Several powerful body shots and punches to the head, and Joe was down.
Letting Siciliano come down. He might have caught him.
I think, look how relaxed Butterbean 17, the highest of his career. Butterbean,
body punches, 2 right hooks to the body.
No, he's not. He right hand that.
Won't earn any points with the judges. He's not gonna hurt. Oh, Butterbean.
Another body shot.
Very strong body shot. Just pulling punches at Butterbean. Butterbean just
right hook.
Just swats him
a lot of weight. And another right hand, and down goes.
This fight was another easy victory for Eric, who once again confirmed his status as a knockout artist.
I think, he thinks they're down again, right hand.
Oh, the referee stopped.
Butterbean was never a technical boxer. He didn't avoid punches, didn't play the jab game. He simply came forward and hit. And more often than not, it worked. He became a symbol of people's boxing. Simple, spectacular, real. He wasn't respected for the belt, but for his heart. And every one of his fights is a piece of history that can never be repeated.